A very warm welcome to TV47 News Updates on this 23rd day of January 2023. We have so much lined up for you on our bulletin this afternoon. Remember, you can always interact with us on our social media platforms indicated at the bottom of your screen. Now, with that said, my name is Dennis Otieno. I trust you're doing well. Welcome to the broadcast. Now, on to our top story this afternoon. Azimio La Umoja's planned Kamkunji rally kicked off with a grand reception of Azimio leader Raila Odinga at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The former premier has listed 8 demands that he wants met after reports of a dossier by a whistleblower on the August 9 presidential election surfaced.
Governor, women rep, and members of the County Assembly. I commend all Kenyans who carried out their sacred and patriotic duty and cast their ballot peacefully. You expected the IEBC to transmit, tally, and announce the results in accordance with the law and the free of bias and corruption. But the IEBC, under the then chairman, Wafula Chebukati, 2 commissioners, Abdi Gulie and Boya Molu, and the chief executive officer, Marjan Hussein Marjan, formed a cartel within the IEBC, and Kenyans of conscience were willing to risk everything for the sake of our country. Gallant IEBC whistleblowers have now published the true and authentic results of the 2022 elections. Those who have gone over the data and the forms posted on the whistleblowers' website have confirmed the authenticity of the data. The election wasn't even close. According to the IEBC whistleblower data, we won handily with over 2 million votes. Allow me to make a few observations about the data. Niendelee. First, we carry the traditional strongholds of the coast, western, northeastern, lower eastern, Nyanza, and Nairobi with comfortable, often overwhelming margins. But it was our performance in the Mount Kenya region where we broke all records. The people of the mountain voted for us as they have never done before. I want to take the opportunity to thank the inhabitants of the mountain for giving us an insurmountable margin in the election. According to the IEBC whistleblowers and our own internal figures, our opponents beat us only in parts of the Rift Valley. Everywhere else across this diverse and great land, we beat them thoroughly. Hello? We equally don't recognize any officials in office with him. 3, we demand that the entire infrastructure and the records of the 2022 elections at the IEBC be made public and be audited by an impartial body. A forensic audit of the IEBC results and servers is non-negotiable. 4, we demand that any attempts to reconstitute the IEBC single-handedly by Mr. Ruto cease forthwith so that that Kenyans themselves can reconstitute the body after full and fair deliberation. Promises made and being made by the older regime. Instead, we call on Kenya to reject the punitive older policies that are making life unbearable. Order is resorting to these policies because it was not ready and did not get any mandate to govern. 6, in particular, we call on Kenyans to resist and demand the removal of the punitive taxes that have led to punitive costs of basic products and services, including unga, milk, sugar, school books, fuel, electricity, bus fare, paraffin, and school fees.
And that is the Azimio party leader Raila Odinga, who was addressing the public at the Kamkunji grounds, issuing the 8 ultimatums he once met regarding the August 9th general election. It is a developing story, and our reporters are on ground following up closely on it. They will be bringing us up to speed as it develops in our subsequent bulletins. Now, moving on, the court has accepted the request of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Nurdin Haji, to drop the corruption case worth 1.1 billion shillings against former NHIF CEO, Geoffrey Mwangi. According to Judge Victor Wakumile, the court granted the request because the prosecution failed to provide enough evidence. Take a look.
The application was roundly supported by all other counsels, but they expressed the need to have the same. Now, I've considered the application, and under Article 157(6), the DPP has powers to institute and undertake criminal proceedings against any person before any court of law. He also has powers to terminate the charges at any point in time for reasons that he may deem fit. The power to discontinue a matter, again, is donated under Article 157(6)(c) of the Constitution, and it's subject to permission of the court under Article 157(11). Those powers are to be exercised with regard to public interest and the interest of administration of justice, more particularly the need to prevent and avoid abuse of legal process.
Now, after the official release of the KCSE 2022 exam results, some school principals from Nyamira County have continued to express their joy over the results, where many students have achieved good grades to join top universities in schools that had not previously had good results in the past years. Our reporter Alfayo Kombo met with the head teacher of one of the schools from Nyamira, which had previously been struggling, but now they are proud to be in the field of excellence in exams.
Thank you very much. I'm getting you very loud and clear from here at the grounds of Menyenya High School, where this is among the schools that have just risen up back to the grounds of academic excellence. With me here, I'm going to talk to the chair board of Menyenya High School, maybe to tell us what's the secret behind their excellence performance in this year's results that were just released by the CS on Friday, that is His Excellency Ezekiel Machogu. Maybe you tell us your name and what's the reason behind your success to this result that were just released.
My name is Dr. Zablon Nyamira, the chair of the Board of Management of Menyenya SDA High School. We are here today to celebrate what we had planned for. We had planned that we get a mean grade of 9. We were able to achieve 8.9. If you round it up, it will come to 9. It is not something that came by accident. It is something that we planned. You know, grades are not, they don't come by surprise. They are always planned. We had put very proper strategies that were able to propel us to this level. We had a very strong mentorship program. We had a very strong teamwork. We enhanced our guidance and counseling. We had established remedial for those students that were not doing well. We reduced the lower grades and continued to encourage students so they can be able to get the higher grades. We were having the exam quizzes during the lunch break and other extra times. We developed several programs whereby young girls and boys were encouraged to work as a team together in groups. The departments were able to ensure that the teachers were making the exams and marking the exams. We had put all the strategies and we were sure that this year we were getting at least 9 and we were able to be there. Because next year we are planning to get 10. And we are sure that we will be at 10 next year.
Thank you very much. Maybe I get a word from the academics deputy. Maybe you come close here and tell us a word, what's behind the secret and the rumors that are around of the KC excellence.
Thank you very much. This is a honest result, I can say. And this is a Christian institution guided by the virtue of honesty. And the result we have now is our result because from our trend, 2019 we had a mean of 5.2. 2020 we had a mean of 5.8. 2021 last year we had a mean of 6.9. And here we are now with a mean of 8.9. So it's a very clean and a honest result out of hard work, commitment and devotion from our staff, hard work and teamwork from our parents and also our candidates. Otherwise, the rumor that this is a result that was poached is untrue and we're not part of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, as you can get it from the academics head and some of the teachers. This is something that I'll be following up and to bring for you something special on the results from this larger Gusi, and it's something that I'll be doing a follow-up. From my end, that's what I have. Maybe I pass back the mantle to you back in studio.
Well, thank you very much, Alfayo Kombo, for that comprehensive update on the secret of good results in Nyamira County. Now, moving on, the Kenya Livestock Marketing Council, KLMC, has urged the government to deploy enough security personnel to counties experiencing cattle rustling and inter-community clashes so that calm can be restored and prevent more loss of lives and property. The council further wants the pastoral communities to find a common ground for peace with their neighbors to end the conflicts that have for a long time undermined development in their regions. Addressing the press in Garissa town, KLMC chairperson Dubat Amey noted that although the national government has promised to tackle the issue, there is a need for the communities to be involved, or rather involved, to stop revenge attacks so that there may be a solution found. Now, Dubat called for a livestock identification and traceability system that will help the security agencies to easily find the stolen cattle and flush out bandits from their hideouts.
Cattle rustling, kuiba, imekuwa commercialized. Kuna vigenge, kuna vikundi, kuna watu ambaye wana finance hiyo. Tunataka serikali ijue hiyo. Ya pili, kwa sababu hii kitu ilikuwa zamani hapo, watu wengine wamepanua na kufanya biashara. Sisi tunaweza kusuluhisha hii shida tukitumia mbinu tatu. Tunataka waziri atuhusishe, tumwambie yeye mambo vile iko. Sisi tuna habari ambaye tunaweza kusaidia serikali kumaliza shida ya cattle rustling and killing of our people. Tunapongeza serikali kwa kujitokeza na kuonyesha ya kuwa inataka kumaliza mzozo baina ya jamii na mambo ya jamii kuibiana ng'ombe na ngamia. Kuna program inaitwa traceability. Mnyama anawekwa kitu ndani ya mwili yake. Inasema inatoka sehemu gani, ikipelekwa kwa market inaweza kuwa trace.
Meanwhile, dairy farmers in the country, led by those in Kiambu County, are facing challenges in feeding their livestock as the ingredients to make such food continue to reduce due to the continuing drought in many areas in the country. Speaking in Kiambu County, the farmers have said that there is a need for farmers to raise the few cattle that can meet their needs to avoid deaths due to lack of feeds. For nearly 1 year, the entire country has experienced a terrible drought which cost human and even livestock lives. Various organizations, including the Red Cross, came together to find a lasting solution to the challenges experienced by residents in areas such as Turkana, Wajir, Isiolo, and many others.
No, there is no wheat where we get wheat pollard and wheat bland. There is no maize where we get maize and maize bland. Yeah, and those are the main components. You know, to make a bag of daily meal, you need those. Those are the main components to make a daily meal. So without them, then we have a problem. And we don't want to make substandard feeds. It's better we produce less, but not make substandard animal feeds.
Kwa kiangazi kama hiki, mkulima wa maziwa anaadhiriwa kiasi kikubwa. Shauri hata ile nyasi ama ile tunahitaji ile dhara inaitwaje Kiswahili nipe glass hata kuwa napata kwa njia ile mzuri, lakini tunahimiza wakulima wetu wawe wanapanda hii mahindi, wawe wanafanya kama ni silage na wasiweke ng'ombe mingi ambayo haitashiba. Ni vizuri weke ng'ombe moja ama mbili ili ile utaweza kutunza. Hakuna haja ya kuweka mingi ambayo utatunza.
And on the same breath, the counties of Garissa, Turkana and Tana River have received almost 5 tons of food supplements in an effort by the government to reduce malnutrition among children during the dry season. Speaking at the launch of distribution of the food supplement, the director in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Josephine Buru, said that the number of children affected by malnutrition had begun to decrease, but the drought situation had made it worse. According to a health survey conducted last week, 1,300,000 children under 5 years old have been affected by malnutrition.
Secretary, Ministry of Health. Let's applaud him. Thank you. Thank you very much.
In the recently released Kenya Demographic Survey, it has shown that the stunned children reduced from 26% in 2014 to 18% in 2022. In terms of absolute number, nearly 1.13 million children under 5 were stunned, 315 were wasted, 1,000, and 630,132 were underweight.
The resources given here, which is 5,000 cartons of ready-to-use therapeutic food, will be of great help to 10,000 children who are adversely affected by severe malnutrition in Turkana, Samburu, and in Isiolo. This food, which is worth 26 million Kenyan shillings, is enough to treat severe acute malnutrition for a period of 2 months.
Now it's time to get to the sports news, where Diamond Football Club and Swedish School were crowned winners of the Under-18 category of the 2023 Standard Chartered Cup held at the Roslin Academy. In the Under-18 boys category, Diamond FC edged out International School of Kenya 1-0, while in the girls category, Swedish School defeated International School of Kenya 1-0. Meanwhile, the Under-15 boys and girls category was won by Ligi Ndogo and Crawford International School respectively, while the Under-11 and Under-13 categories were not in action, as the tournament will be held later on in May this year. Speaking after the tournament, Diamond FC director Sagar Lahani said the tournament has gone a long way to give young talent the chance to showcase their skills, adding that sports is a key aspect in the society for the youth to get healthy, competitive experiences.
We've got a great chance to give, talented players a great opportunity to expose themselves, to showcase themselves.